I am so excited to be doing this tonight because I have never done this before. Thank you. Thank you. I say that as truthfully and as honestly as I answer most men who ask me if I've done that thing before. And I lie and say no. It's my first time. Men, you know we have to lie to you about that. She knows. So let's consider then that for sake of argument, tonight this is my first time here with you for our first time. Yeah. And if it's going to be our first time, maybe I'll introduce myself. My name is Jamie Armstrong, and I'm a registered psychotherapist. Oh, I heard some oohs. Okay. Well, I shared that with my class, and they told me that they thought I was going to say that I was a registered sex offender. Because I have that look. That has never happened to me before. And men, we know you lied to us when you say that. That is a lot of laughter of a lot of women who have heard that. So let's consider, I think going from therapy to being a comedian is a pretty natural transition because both fields are very similar. I mean, they both cause these experiences where you have this intention to have people leave feeling better after spending time with you. I mean, in therapy, we do that by changing your perspective of something. But comedians do that by changing your perspective on your life by feeling better about it after hearing theirs. They both use humor, which in my world is how we change our brain. But my favorite similarity, and the one I think is most important, is that they're both opportunities for people to pay to hear me speak. Like, consider this for a moment. I actually made a career out of being paid to have conversations with people. And people pay a lot of money to spend time with me. So when I think about having to spend time with people and have conversations for free outside of therapy, it makes things difficult. Like dating. Like, I'm on these dating apps, and they're the worst to begin with. But as a therapist, she said, I know. As a therapist on a dating app, having conversations for free with people who should be paying a therapist to have conversations with, it's frustrating. Like, one time I was getting to know someone, and they just told me about how their mom had died. They weren't sure if they were grieving properly, which was just an odd answer from when I asked what their favorite movie was. Like, I very much want to have those like 2 a.m. you up messages, but the ones that I get are 2 a.m. you up because somebody's in crisis leaving a bar and they need my help. I actually think dating apps should verify people's mental health. Yes! Right? Like, if you think about it, you have to take your photo to verify that you are who you say you are. And if you don't verify your photo, then at least the rest of us just know that more than likely you could be a catfish. So if dating apps had us verify our mental health, I think maybe it looks like a reference letter from your therapist. Or maybe a video testimonial that goes right in your profile so we can look at it, see if we're a fit. And if you don't verify your mental health, then at least we know that more than likely and probably you're a narcissist. I frequently have a lot of conversations with people to clarify the rules around dating, and I have to let them know that you can either date me or I can be your therapist. We cannot do both, and they both will be equally expensive. I think there's a time and place to talk about therapy and mental health, and I am excited to do that for free, but not when I'm naked in a hospital gown. And that's not some weird role play thing I'm into either. I had a medical procedure where I was in the operating room, and I was waiting for a colonoscopy, and my GI doctor thought that was the perfect time to tell me all about his marital problems and ask my opinion on it. And I had to say, Doc, like, could we do this another time? because you're about to do things to my body that I lie to most men and say I've never done before. So if you take anything away from this conversation tonight, please know that you should talk about therapy and mental health. I encourage it. But if at any point in time, either you or I have any intentions or could possibly encounter a situation where either of us would be naked, not an appropriate time. Because if you're going to pay to have conversations with someone while naked, that's a whole other profession. You have been amazing. Thank you so much. I'm Jamie Armstrong.
Hey!
Good, it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.